All right, y'all, after a last minute, I got home from school, went straight to working and loading the car up decision. We're at Friendship, $1,000 to win Middy's Pro 4 race. Super late model, 604 late model, Middy, 602 late models, Middy's modifieds are all racing tonight. Pro 4 is it's a 2-night event. It's Friday night right now. Pro 4 is only running this Friday night right now. We don't have any mains or nothing tomorrow, but other classes do. First time here with the new owners at Friendship. New owners took over the track. Big race, first race for them. Got in, signed up. It was weird. Had like signed papers and stuff. Drew a 1 out the pill bottle, so we should be on pole for the heat race. And so we got to get ready. It's been pretty hectic because we got here so late, but this is really short. But I'm gonna send y'all over to hot laps, and I'll talk in more detail after hot laps. I'll have time then. All right, as y'all can see, this is not hot laps. This is me talking. Something busted in the distributor. Staging lane for hot laps, so we didn't get to do that. We think we got it fixed as best as we think we can. So we're gonna go out there and at least start the heat, start in the back. We're supposed to be on pole. Drew 1 for the heat. I don't know if I talked about that. Supposed to be on pole for the heat race, but we're gonna drop to the back to play it safe to make sure it doesn't get broke or nothing. Because we gotta at least start the A main. So we're gonna start dead last, which should be like 6th or 8th, something around there. Just ride around a couple laps, probably not even gonna finish it. And then just try to save the car and make sure it doesn't get tore up in the heat. And run a couple laps to see if there's any adjustments we have to make so when we go up for the main, if it is fixed, the car will be set up at least kind of right. Track is like really rough, so we have no clue what the car is going to do. I'm going to run 2 or 3 laps in the heat at least, as long as the car starts and we'll make it out of station this time. See what it does. Let y'all know after that how it goes. So go from supposed to be starting on pole to first laps on this incredibly rough, treacherous track is going to be in the back of a heat race. So hopefully nothing gets tore up bad. So I'll send y'all to that. Hopefully you actually go to the video for the end car. Fingers crossed everything goes fine and we can start the main. So 5-lap heat, probably not going to do all of them. Starting in the back, just to make sure the car doesn't, the car lives kind of. So the car is fine that we know of. We intentionally only ran a couple laps in the main, mostly because that was the plan, was just run a few laps, see how the car handles over the track, and then park it, save it, make sure nothing happens. And then, lap 1, half the field wrecks in one, the NASCAR heat wreck avoidance challenge over here in 1. Missed that, not easily, but missed that pretty comfortably. Restart, I intentionally went to the back as well on start, and that second restart caught back markers like that, and then someone's got dumped or something on that restart after like a lap. So then I came in, I was done after that. Got the feel for the car that I wanted to. Ready as of now. The plan is to push for the main to make up as many spots as we can and do as good as we can. Looked over the distributor, it looks good right now. So the distributor, as of now, we've checked it, it's good. Got a lot of mud to clean off because man is it muddy. But the track, even though it's a little rough, it didn't really feel that rough in the car, but you can like tell like when you get over the cushion and stuff, like the late models, I haven't videoed it, but late models are like bouncing like this the whole time if they get over the cushion. So as long as you stay under the cushion and don't get involved in any wrecks, which I think I should be able to do a decently good job of that, although I'm not going to hold myself to anything like that because the way they've raced in both the heats, it's just going to be the whole field's going to wreck in turn 1 at the rate it was going. So just gonna try to miss all the wreck fest that's going to be the first half and then be alive for the second half, and then push, see how many people we can get by. Gonna go for a top 10 at least. That's the goal, is to pass 5. You know, we want to go for top 5, top 10, at least pass as many cars as we can. Light down there, right there, that light right there, I don't know. But that's the goal, is to, right now we're gonna push in the main. I'll let y'all know if that changes or anything, what I plan on doing, but we're gonna push the main hard. Just try to survive the first little bit and then start making up ground. Get by everyone that we can, get up with the midfield, front field. I think that's where this car is gonna be. I think we have a top 5 car, top 7 car. The way it went, those couple laps I got. Everyone looked pretty good in the second heat. We just watched that. I would say everyone looked pretty good in the second heat, so they may be a little tough, but Grayson and Connor kind of got stuck in the back, and they couldn't ever really make any positions. So it looks like track position is definitely going to be important. So that's the goal, is going to try to avoid all the wrecks, get track position, and stay up there the rest of the race, see how good we can do. So send y'all to that. If it happens, I'll be pop back in and let y'all know. So hopefully it goes good for us, so we can finish the whole thing. left the track like a couple minutes ago. I'm gonna make this short sweet as possible. Unofficially, as of now, P13. As far as the race goes, first, like I guess it's technically one lap was good. Missed 3 or 4 different wrecks. I don't even know how many. I lost count. Got a red flag. Car shut off again while we were sitting under red. Because of the fuel again, the fuel line or pump or whatever was bad, was still broke again. So that caused it to not start like it has been the last 2 months. Got pushed to the pits. Got it fixed good enough where I go out there and make laps, but the motor was just dead. You could hear it probably just knocking, backfiring. It wasn't making any power. I couldn't even go full throttle. Missed I don't even know how many more wrecks. And then whenever it was, Connor and 09 and Jimmy Price got into it or something on a restart with like 2 to go. Jimmy Price wrecked, then cuts back up after we get by the next time, cuts back up, back across from the inside wall to the outside wall on the front stretch, trying to hit Connor. Causes everyone from like 3rd, 4th row back to almost rear-end each other because they're all slamming on the brakes to miss him. And then after the checkers, he flies by me and another car and goes in and hits Connor in his right rear quarter panel and almost gets the pits, just almost wrecks Connor in front of the pit entrance and would have blocked the pits. So, in my opinion, if they don't DQ him, that's ridiculous because every single track and every race I've been to, if you hit a guy under caution or after the checkers wave going into the pits, automatic DQ, absolutely no question about it. And he was in front of me on the scoreboard, so they didn't DQ'd him or nothing yet. I don't know if they will or won't, but in my opinion, he 1000% should be. No matter what happens on track, if you hit a guy after the race is over or under caution and almost caused a lot of other guys to get involved in your mess, it ought to be a DQ, and that's the way it is everywhere every place I've seen. Connor, I went up stop after the race was over and talked to people, and that's all Connor was getting. Him and official were having a discussion, and like another official or 2 showed up and was still, and from what I saw, he went on for like 10 minutes or something. So I don't know if they're going to DQ him or not. I don't think they will, but I know they talked to him for a long time about it, arguing back and forth about what happened. So as of now, 13th, could or could not change, I don't know. I'm just glad we were able to get the car fixed back out there, without a hood. Motor was garbage. I don't know how the car even finished. I don't know how it didn't blow up or cut off again, but managed to finish the race, which is good. First race of Pro 4 out of Young Guns. In my opinion, would finish top 5 if that thing wouldn't cut out, because Grayson Connor and Jimmy Price all ended up behind 5th, and I would have been in 8th if my thing didn't cut out. So I would have restarted 8th, and if they all had all their mess up where they wrecked and stuff, I would have gotten to 5th, and I think I had speed to pass another car too. So I don't know. To me, I was top 5. That should have been a top 5 run as far as just pure speed goes until the car had its problems. But I showed that I got speed even with big Pro 4 dudes. That $1,000 to win, the best in friendship that there is, really. And I proved that I could pretty much hang with them for a little while that the car worked. So that's more than likely it for the season. I'll keep y'all updated on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. So follow me at Scotty Sprinkle, SCOTTESPRINKLE. Same thing. That's the same with Twitter and Instagram. It's the same. So check out, I'll post any updates from today, what happens, DQs and stuff, if any of that happens, and if we have any other races we're planning on attending. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Very good day for me. Of course, like I said, we didn't even know we were going to be racing until literally, till it was basically as late as it could have been to leave. I got home from school, donated blood, getting ready for the end of the quarter, grading period, and worked for an hour and a half, 2 hours to get ready to load it up, and we didn't even think we were going to be going this morning. So I'd say after every single thing that happened, this was a really good race. Looking forward to next year. I can't say that I'm really looking forward to next year. Whatever car I'm in, whether it's this one or a new one, I'm ready to get to the next race, whether that's next year or a couple weeks from now. And I truly believe to myself that I've proved that I'm worth it. I'm worthy of it. That I deserve to be racing, especially against these guys. I have the speed to contend with them as long as the car just finished the race. So for next year, didn't get the win this year so far. If we don't race, it won't be, which is my goal. But I'm very happy with how we proved how much speed I can have as a driver. So this may be it for this year for racing. So I'll see y'all later. Peace and love y'all. Goodbye. Have a good